Yele. Every sound that you hear is an African song, and this is the sounds of Africa. The throwback memories of Baba Ma. Yes, indeed, we bring you a throwback of Tdot Toronto CKLN 88.1 FM Sounds of Africa. My name is Simon Ayume Dukutata. I am Obina Kwaresen. I am Marshall Tyson. And I'm yours truly, Dr. Kokofele. This, as part of the crew, people who pass through. Yes, look at the faces there, throwback memories of 88.1, the birthplace of Music Africa, Afro Fest at the backside of Queen's Park. These were the moments when the crews were broadcasting live from the park before the park was deported out. But yes, CKLN 88.1 FM Sounds of Africa was created by Dr. Sam Mensah and Teddy Ozen to bring the airwaves into the airways of Toronto, that missing link of the organic African music when African music was nowhere to be heard. As we remember to remember. Yes, and on memory lane, this was when our man Fanta Diallo. You remember that wonderful reggaematic Ivorian Cote d'Ivoire brother himself. If you don't know, then you don't know. Unfortunately, Africans don't tend to celebrate history and remember. You see that brother there? Mr. Bio Grange. He was one of those that carried that Serafina on his shoulder to Afro Fest. And this year, 2023, that daughter have grown up to be a woman, a fantastic phenomenon artist that will be performing at Afro Fest. Yes, on the airwaves of Toronto with CKLN 88.1 FM, Sounds of Africa, CIUT 89.1 or 89.5 with Karabuni, and of course CHRY 105.5 with my chief himself, Tafio. But unfortunately, things happen and people want to erase those moments. You see, bravo to people like Norman Otis Richmond for holding the vibes on diaspora music and Saturday Morning Live. The brethren on the reggae media, and my man not seen for many months, DJX, a debate where people like Cardinal Official and all of those parts. This CKLN, Sons of Africa, was where Kenan, Waving Flag, and many other great names passed through to greater heights. We were the brain powers behind the pushing for flow that unflowed and played only one continental African music, Soul Makosa, before they went off. This is a station where we advocated and fought for what became the G 98.7 with our late brother, now a pioneer, Fitzroy Gordon, Mr. G, and now called Flow again. This was the period when we have a Charlie of Fine Power on the air, brother, one of the finest Tdot DJs and sound selectors, refused to play continental African music on the Afrobeat machine face. Today we hear Afrobeat on everywhere. Unfortunately, Music Africa, Afro Fest have failed miserably in representing and becoming the voice. Reggae became included in the Juno Awards. Of course, the Juno Awards still sleeps blinded over hip hop music, the reason why Drake is in dispute with them. But Afrofest, even though it's become a global mega tone, there is no radio station that really pay homage to it. Why? Because an institution like Music Africa was created to push and recognize African artists. Unfortunately, they continue to fail miserably because of lack of focus.